What's up, everybody? So, I did something last week that I would not recommend for people that enjoy financial success and mental health and emotional stability. I went to a Costco on a Saturday. My goal was very clear. I buy the meats at the Costco because my mama told me that the meats be bought in bulk and much cheaper than if you do it at the grocery store, and I think she's right. And I fully went into the Costco with my VIP membership with the intention of buying, maybe a couple $100 worth of stuff, which honestly, short, single, bald man should last me like a financial quarter. So it's a good investment. $200 for 3 months worth of meat is not too bad. I buy the steaks, I buy the large quantity of chicken breasts, some pork, maybe I'll buy a few drumsticks. The selection is endless. I went in the morning. I did not go early afternoon like some of my crazier subscribers would. Go 2 in the afternoon, then wonder why they're weeping in the diaper aisle between boxes of 300 diapers going, there's too many people around me. They should have stopped producing people 20 years ago. I went in the morning, so it was okay when I walked in. I went with my kiddo. She was awesome, very supportive, only grumbled about the walking around once. And weirdly, we didn't do any of the samples. Oddly, I only saw like 2 in the whole Costco. I only saw like 2 sample stations. They really cut back on the samples, by the way, which is a sign of the times, man. I think somebody said that the McRib is the general financial indicator of an oncoming recession. If McDonald's releases the McRib, you know that a recession is coming. I think another sign of a recession, or even worse, like a quasi-depression like we saw in 2008, is when strip clubs shut down. Because if men don't have money for boobies, then you know that they've cut everything else out of their diet before then. And the third thing, I guess, will be Costco samples. I guess Costco will be a little bit more generous in the boom times than they will in the bust. So noticed not a lot of Costco samples. Went to the store. Of course, first thing you got to walk through is see if you can find an OLED TV for $250, even though they retail for $1,500 plus. You're hoping that Costco makes a pricing error. Happened to me once, buying a George Foreman grill that should have been $250 for $25, and another time with a cutting board, being sold to me for $20 that should have been $100. Still have that cutting board. Still have that George Foreman grill. Haven't plugged it in a decade. So walk through the TVs. No great deals. Whatever. Keep going. Figure we go to the snack aisle. Daughter needs snacks for school and for after school because I have her kind of this month for the entire month because mom is traveling. So figured I would stock up at the old Costco. Really didn't get much in the snack aisle. Got some nuts. Nuts are expensive, man. I know it's high protein, also high fat. You got to be really careful. But man, I didn't know that some little thing grew in the dirt could be like, $1 bajillion for a jar. But anyways, bought some nuts and then casually headed over to the meat aisle. And, it's that journey from the front of the store near the registers where there's the electronics and the snacks and the pharmacy to the back of the store where there's the bakery and the meat and the vegetables that contains really life's glorious diorama of the world we live in. And you notice as a guy you really notice how gray-faced a lot of the men in there are. And they're generally slumped over the shopping cart as if it's physically painful to stand straight, and looking listlessly into the distance at about a 25-degree angle from center. Because what's walking right in front of them is generally their partner, who is very exuberant and enthusiastic and driven to be at Costco and to accomplish a set of goals on a Saturday. And I always love watching these guys because they kind of follow at a meandering pace to the point where generally they get told to hurry up and keep up. And you'll always notice that the jeans are a little worn, especially like the back pocket. You can see the faint fading outline of the wallet and the kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? The thinning of the threading around the pocket because the hand has gone in there to reach for the wallet a few too many Saturdays in a row. Now, granted, this is the same guy that requires, basically, their spouse to take care of the home. Allows is much too chauvinistic to say. A lot of guys don't take very good care of themselves, and let's be honest, when they meet women, it's generally to their betterment. I can speak as a bachelor that I don't have to walk gray-faced because I'm just taking care of myself, so I'm not. But I am walking with a certain amount of fear of the cash register because it's Costco. And so you're walking through there, you know, you see even a guy that's not necessarily in jeans, he's in, and I say this with 100% accuracy, I'm convinced leggings that weren't his, but just as gray-faced, walking with either one of the kids or just generally standing at about a 4-meter distance, a 12-foot distance from their partner, so that they're close enough to be there if needed, but far enough that they don't necessarily have to participate in the activity with any active contribution. They're passively participating in this, I think, is the best way to put it. They're standing just far enough away that their partner would actually have to raise their voice to interact with them. And that is the perfect distance from which to say, I have no part in this, but I support you anyways. It was a great little microcosm into life, I guess. And of course, you know, you walk through Costco, and Costco sells just such an interesting cross-section of things. You know, 20 feet away from some chicken drumsticks is a set of outdoor patio furniture. Who the hell buys outdoor patio furniture at Costco? Please leave in the comments if you've done that. The other thing that really interests me about Costco, and I guess it really speaks to, I guess, North American specifically lifestyle, is how the hell do a lot of people leave Costco with something like a set of outdoor patio furniture short of owning a pickup? I'm sure Costco does delivery, but man, I don't think I've ever had Costco deliver something. No. I was a Costco member when I was still with my kiddo's mother. And even then I was like, we don't go often enough. I recently became one again just because I'm spending more time with my kid. My kid is older now. You know, food consumption is up. So there is some argument to at least go do the meat purchases at Costco, buy things like the toilet paper and the Kleenex. You know, a family of 6 might need toilet paper every, month or 2 months at Costco. I need it like every 4 months or 6 months because, 40 rolls will last me forever. I don't participate in Taco Tuesdays at my house. I don't need a roll of toilet paper every week. But I did get to the cash, and I did have that intention of having spent maybe $250. I looked in the cart. I didn't even go this plus this plus this plus this is this to get a number. I just went 400. 404 was the final price. Even me living alone got sucked into the Costco. Got the meat. The meat alone was probably $200. And then you go for the nuts and the little snacks. And it's just, man, you think, what would $400 have bought 20 years ago? $400 20 years ago would have been like a family's food budget for the month, or maybe 2 to 3 weeks. Like, it's just insane. On that one regard, I think I'm pretty lucky to be a bachelor because I'm not refinancing my house to feed a family. But all my love and respect to the dads out there, and the single moms or the working moms or the, let's just make it more gender neutral, I suppose, the breadwinners. Whether they be individual or sole breadwinners, or, the 2-parent breadwinners where both parents contribute. Man, it's not easy. It's not easy being an adult. Everybody's got to eat, and everybody's got to have a place that's warm and dry to sleep, and everybody needs to get around, and that all costs money, and it's a frightening amount of money. Anyways, I think the best approach to Costco is take a day off. Go on a Wednesday. See the really another interesting cross-section of people. And then don't forget when you leave to get yourself one of them $1.50 Costco dogs, because in spite of everything and the massive bill you just paid to buy 14 pounds of meat and a pile of toilet paper to help you clean up that mess, it's still one of the only places where you can get a big beefy sausage for $1.50, adorned how you would like, and that's not a bad thing. Everybody needs a big beefy sausage in their life, So I think that's going to do it. Remember your beefy sausages from a Costco, and have a great week.